Hey there, I'm Meg, and welcome to the final video in the Confident Client series. If you're new here, this series has been all about helping you make confident, informed decisions about your website. I am a Squarespace web designer and SEO specialist, but more than that, for this journey, I've considered myself your confidence catalyst. I'm here to give you the knowledge and the clarity that you need to move forward with confidence in your website journey. So for this final video in the series, I wanted to create something that you could bookmark and come back to anytime. It's a glossary of common website and tech-related terms, so you'll never feel lost or confused or intimidated when talking with designers or support folks or when you're just managing your own site. So one of the biggest barriers in feeling confident about your website is the language. All these technical terms and acronyms and jargon that get thrown around, it can get overwhelming and confusing and can make really smart people feel not terribly smart. So when you're talking to a designer, managing your own site, or even just trying to understand a tutorial, it can really help to have a reference guide written in plain English at your fingertips. So I created this comprehensive glossary. It's got over 30 terms across 8 different categories. And the best thing is that you can bookmark it, it will be updated, and it's completely free. So why don't I give you a quick tour and show you how it's organized and how you can use it. So here we are in the glossary. You can see it's built on Notion, so it's very easy to navigate. You have a nice table of contents here over on the right hand side, which is broken down by each of the categories. Those 8 categories are domain and hosting terms, design terms, content terms, SEO and optimization, technical, user experience, analytics, maintenance, and then we have the place where you can submit a term for inclusion and some related resources. So let's go through it real quickly. Over here on the left-hand side, you will also see the last updated date. So when you bookmark this and you go back to it, if this has been updated since the last time you open it, you will see that here. And generally speaking, if I do make any major updates to this, because you have signed up to my email list when you got this link, you will get a notification in your inbox that there have been updates. So just a quick tour here. All of these categories, I've done them in toggle boxes here so that it's not overwhelming. So you can just simply expand by clicking on the triangle and see all the terms that are in that category. So for example, your DNS, domain name system, and what does that mean? So these are all kind of tried to be written in as simple terms, as non-techy as possible, so that you can just get an understanding, what is this for and what does it mean? We have some design terms. And of course, one of my favorites, the SEO and AI optimization terms. This is probably the section that's going to get a lot of updates because things are changing so much so fast in the AI space. So probably going to be having some updates to this over the time. We have some technical terms like API, embed code, what's cache, what's a plugin or extension, some UX terms, analytics, and maintenance terms. The other nice thing about this being in Notion is instead of maybe having to kind of hunt through here, say you have a particular term you want to look up, you can very easily just Control F or Command F and say you are wanting to look for DNS is the term you're looking for. You just type that in, it's going to expand the appropriate category and it's going to find it for you. So it's also a really nice feature to be able to quickly search it. So when might this come in handy? As I mentioned before, this could be very handy before you have a consultation call with a potential designer and you kind of want to brush up on your terms. Even if you're just managing your own site, you come across something you're not quite sure you understand what it is, you can come here and check it out. Might also be really helpful if you happen to have a support ticket open with Squarespace support or, whatever support function that you're working with, and you want to be able to make sure you're understanding the conversation clearly if they bring something up that's not terribly familiar to you. Or as I mentioned before, when you're reading or watching tutorials on how to do something and something comes up, you have a resource to go to kind of double check on that. And also particularly with some of the analytics and things like that, it can be helpful for you when you're setting goals for your website or trying to analyze some of your data. to help you understand some of those terms. So how do you get your hands on this? It's really simple. Just go down and click the link in the description and type in your email address, and I will send you the link right away. Now remember, this page is always updated, so as new terms get added, you will get an email letting you know, and you'll also see that date updated here, as I mentioned before. And one other thing I would like to point out is down here at the bottom is missing a term. So say you've come across something, you've looked in the glossary and you didn't find it, you can request to have that term added to the glossary. All you have to do is click here. It opens up a simple 3-field form, and you just type in the terms that you would like to have included and hit submit, and I will get notified and I will work on getting that updated. And finally, down here at the bottom, you just have some related resources here. So if you want to watch this video again, you have a link to that, as well as a link to the full Confident Client Series playlist, and a link to my website should you ever want to explore working together. And that, my friends, is it. We have reached the end of the Confident Client Series. It has been a long journey, but over these 12 videos, my goal has been to give you the knowledge, the clarity, and the confidence to make informed decisions about your website, whether you're going to DIY your own site, hire a professional designer, or somewhere in the middle. I hope that you feel more empowered and confident moving forward with your decision. So if this series has helped you, I would love it if you'd let me know in the comments, and I'd be so grateful if you would share it with another business owner who may be navigating some of these same questions in their own business right now. So thank you so much for watching and letting me be your confidence catalyst throughout this series. And I hope I will see you again very soon.